Hi, I'm Jason Inman, and I like to read comic books, and this week, Warner Brothers dropped a bombshell of comic book movie proportions right up in our faces. Basically, they told us every movie they're gonna make until 2020, and if you're a comic book fan like me, some of these announcements probably made you very excited. So I thought in this video, I would just throw out every weird idea I had to the wall as to what these movies might be about and what storylines these movies might be based on. Before I get to that, don't forget to go to majorspoilers.com, the comic website where they know that you love comic books, and we do too. Now to some movie predictions. So if you haven't heard the news by now, Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice comes out in 2016. Then Suicide Squad in the same year. Then Wonder Woman starring Gal Gadot in 2017. Justice League Part 1 in 2017. The Flash in 2018. Aquaman in 2018. Shazam in 2019. Justice League Part 2 in 2019. Cyborg starring Ray Fisher in 2020. And Green Lantern in 2020 as well. And they have also announced a solo Batman and Superman film before 2020 as well. So let's get to Suicide Squad. Yeah, you can base some of the stories on the original 1980s run, but I think they're going to do an amalgamation because you're crazy if you do not think that Harley Quinn is going to be in this movie. So basically, let's do it like this. Let's say that Deadshot commits a crime. Let's make him Ryan Gosling. And Ryan Gosling as Deadshot commits a crime, gets captured by Amanda Waller. Amanda Waller sends him to Bel Rev, and then he has to join the Suicide Squad to earn his freedom. And you can just put whoever you want on there. You can have Killer Shark, Harley Quinn, all bunch of people, and just make it a straight out crime heist movie. And that'll make it different because this will be the first villain movie in the superhero universe. And I'm really excited about that one. Next is Wonder Woman. And I think the smartest move here is just to make it very similar to the Bruce Timm animated Wonder Woman movie that's been released. Have her be versus the gods. They've already revealed that Wonder Woman is going to be a demigod, exactly like the New 52. She's the daughter of Zeus. And that means that all Greek gods, Greek monsters, can be your villains. Have her be the cop of the police world, or sort of like the gate of the mythical monster world. She stops all these crazy monsters from attacking humans. And you can make her first villain right out of the gate, Hades. Have Hades try to take charge of the Pantheon, and she stops Hades. She's in Hades' way to stop Hades from killing her father. I think that sounds like a great movie. We've already seen gods in Asgard in the Marvel movies. Put Wonder Woman there, make it mythic. Perfect movie. Justice League Part 1. Now, I was going to throw out some crazy stuff here about Darkseid, maybe Tower of Babel, maybe even the original storyline of Grant Morrison, but apparently there are some rumors out there already, and apparently Justice League Part 1 is going to be the Justice League versus Brainiac. Now, I like this because there has already been, there was a little Easter egg in Man of Steel about Brainiac, and also, if you notice, when all the Kryptonians were going out throughout the universe, Zod and stuff like that, every time they went to a planet, they found that there was no one there. Everyone killed the Kryptonians. Now, Clark in Man of Steel turns on a beacon that sends out a signal. That's what brings Zod there, and that, I think, is what's going to bring Brainiac there. So it's very nice, ties into Man of Steel, and Brainiac will come there and try to collect the planet, and the Justice League, sans Green Lantern, will try to stop him. And of course, the rumor is that the cliffhanger is that Green Lantern will show up at the very end and be like, hey guys, I need your help for this thing out in the universe called Darkseid. Roll to credits, and everybody goes, huh? What? And then everybody claps. And I'm in on that movie. We've all seen what they can do with Quicksilver in Days of Future Past. Now take that and make it the entire movie. That way we will see super speed, not where everybody slows down, because on TV that's what they did on Smallville, that's what they did on The Flash. Everybody just goes slow motion, and then Flash just moves regular, and he's going fast. But imagine seeing two beings going at light speed at each other. I think it could change special effects. You could do some amazing, revolutionary special effects in that movie. Or you could just steal from the best Wally West storylines of all time. Like have him bounce through time. You could have, it'd be neat. You could have Barry Allen time travel to one of the other movies, to some future crisis event. And then he comes back, and then that leads, because we're like, oh, what's the crisis? What's it going to be? Well, it's not going to show up till Justice League 2 in 2 years. You just got to wait. Cha-ching! Aquaman. I think the best thing to do for Aquaman is to kind of ignore Aquaman's storylines and just to make him Conan the Barbarian underneath the water. That's right. Jason Momoa has already played Conan. Let's make Aquaman no longer a joke. He is Conan the Barbarian. He's loud, he's brash, and he can punch you in the face faster than you can because he swam around underwater, and it takes a lot of muscle mass to swim around underwater, especially at that depth in the ocean. He can punch you in the face hard. Now, there have already been some rumors that apparently this storyline is sort of going to be based on The Trench, and I have a prediction on that as well. The Trench, if you know, are all these like weird sea creatures that are super strong and super ugly because they've been living in this place where there is, way down in the depths. So that's why they're so strong and in the dark. I think you have the Trench be opened by the World Eater that was in Man of Steel. So that beam that went through the center of the earth cracked open the trench, and now they're all coming. And that's why Aquaman is super mad, and he's super Conan mad at Superman. Shazam. All you have to do is adapt the New 52 Shazam run that was by Jeff Johns and Gary Frank. It is perfect. It is the perfect origin. You learn that Billy Batson's kind of a little punk, and then he finds the energy, and he gets the Shazam energy, and he kind of like screws around with it until he unlocks Black Adam. I think that is perfectly translatable to a movie. And all I need to see in that movie is a scene where this kid who's trying to fight crime has no idea what he's doing and punches somebody to the moon, and he laughs. And he shouldn't be laughing at this, but he does because he's, 12 years old. That's all I need. Keep that innocence. Do that storyline. I'm there. Justice League Part 2. So Green Lantern's going to take him to Apocalypse maybe. Or maybe they'll go to Oa. We don't know, but it's going to be Darkseid invasion and all crazy. Go crazy Kirby Cosmic. Let's see some Mr. Miracle. Let's see Orion. Let's see Calabac. Let's see everybody we can think of crazy, crazy, crazy. And you know what? You remember earlier how I made a prediction how the Flash could travel to the future? What if they do an even crazier and made it Rock of Ages? So the Flash traveled to the future where he saw that Darkseid had already taken over the Earth. And so he comes back and he's like, yo guys, I saw that Darkseid did this. And they're like, okay, well we need to stop that, right? And he's like, oh, I also saw that Darkseid ate these certain kind of donuts. All right, well we'll poison those certain kind of donuts. That's exactly what you should do. You could go crazy with it. Let's see something that we've never seen on screen before. Let's see a complete cosmic, out of your mind Kirby Crackle fight. If Justice League does that, it'll blow Avengers out of the water. I'm not saying that Justice League will be better than the Avengers. I'm just saying let's see something completely original because no Marvel movie has captured that crazy Kirby cosmic stuff that was out there. And if Justice League Part 2 is the first to do it, it'll make our eye sockets open and our eyes explode. Cyborg. Now this one is tough because in the New 52 they made Cyborg part of the Justice League. But Cyborg's best stories take place in the Teen Titans books. So you can't really use those storylines. But I think what you can do is sort of steal from his first New 52 origin, where he was a high school player and, he was boom tube. He took a boom tube in the face and his dad was like, I don't know how to fix a boy, but I'll turn him into a machine and turn him into a machine. And I think you need to make this movie based around identity because most of his body is a machine now. It's not organic. So you have to have this movie be about this machine basically still thinking he is Vic Stone. And he is Vic Stone, but maybe not really. And how he's still pining for his father's love, even though maybe his dad maybe sees him more as a machine now, or maybe the dad sees him more as his son now, even though he's mostly machine. Play with the themes of identity and whether Vic Stone is real or fake, and I think you will have a touching sci-fi, really cool movie. Green Lantern. All you need to do is get to Sinestro Corps War as quick as you can. And you know what? I want Jon Stewart as my Green Lantern. We gave Hal Jordan a shot. Didn't really work it out. Get Idris Elba as Jon Stewart. Throw him into Sinestro Corps War. And I think build to the Blackest Night. And I think we have a great Green Lantern movie. And those were my crazy DC comic book predictions. Let me know whether you think I was right, wrong, or maybe whether I was double right in the comments below. Don't forget to go to majorspoilers.com. They have plenty of comic book podcasts. And next week on Major Spoilers is Wonder Woman week to celebrate her anniversary. Go check it out. A lot of cool articles. I'm Jason Inman. Be seeing you.
Humans often watch long series of fictitious television to pretend they are themselves those characters.